Hi guys, welcome back to a brand new video of my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to summarize to you guys a very good book named The Brief History of the Dead. So, do you guys believe in the afterlife? Do you think that there is some kind of cities or some kind of things in the afterlife? So, for me, I kind of believe in the afterlife, and I think that there's some sort of things in the afterlife. So, in this book, we are introduced to a character named Luca Sims. So, Luca is pretty much a normal human being, but one day he got into a car accident and he died. So, he crossed into a city in the afterlife, and that city is pretty much like the normal city. Everyone just go to work and doing normal things. So Luca's job in that city is printing newspaper. So every day he prints a lot of newspaper and then he sells it to everyone else in the cities. So one day Luca meet a blind man, and the blind man tell Luca about how he walked across the desert and all of the crazy things. So Luca and the blind man became close to each other and soon become friends. So one day, everyone in the city started to disappear, and Luca didn't know what's going on, and he asked the blind man, but the blind man didn't know too. So they both decided to go around the city to find some human beings because it is so quiet and they need to find someone. So they walked for a long time and then they came upon an apartment, and there's a sign of human being inside that apartment, so they decided to go in. And then they meet a girl named Minnie, and they decided to stay with her, and they talk about what is going on with the city. And Luca asked Minnie that how she died, and Minnie said that she have like the blink, and the blink is a very dangerous disease, so she died due to the disease. And Luca asked the old man why did he die, and the old man answered because of old age. So the three make friends and then they talk and sleep with each other. So we're introduced to a second character is Laura. So Laura worked for Coca-Cola, and then one day Coca-Cola um, invited her and two of her friends to go to Authentica so that she could research for a new type of Coke. So Laura happily accepted the invite, and then she goes to Authentica. But after staying for like several months, it became worse because a snowstorm hit her station and all of the electricity are gone. So her friend decided to go look for another station to get help. But they are gone for several weeks, so Laura is very worried about them. So he decided to stay back and wait for them, but he waited and waited for a long time, but they didn't come back. So she decided she need to go find them. So she packed up a bunch of food, a tent, some warm clothes, so that she was ready to go. And then she get the skis, and then she set off. So she ride for about several days, stop and put her tent to sleep, and then after a week, she finally managed to get to another station. So she decided to go inside the station to find her friend, and the station is very quiet and there's nobody there. So she decided to go around and look and investigate, and she find 20 tombstones behind the station. So she's very scared, and she decided to go back in and take some food and stay for the night. So the next day, she decided that she could check the final time so that she could set out and go and find another station. So she looked around the station and finally found a journal. And then she read that journal and she know that it is her friend's journal. And both of her friends has died because of the blink, the disease. And they write a lot in the journal, and then Laura thinks that she could escape Authentica, and she decided to set off. So one day when Laura wake up from her sleep, surrounded her was a lot of like red things, like a red carpet. So she decided to get up and then go outside. She stretched her muscle and then she warmed up her body, and then she saw like a very small, like a marble is very small, and the marble started to roll away. So Laura decided she could follow the marbles and see where it lead her. So she follows the marble for a long time, but she's surprised because she have walked like 10 or 20 kilometers, but she didn't feel tired. So she continued following the marbles. And the marbles lead Laura to a beach, to a desert, to a mountain, and lead her everywhere in the world. So for me, I think that Laura have died, and the marble lead her because I think that the marble wanted her to cross to the afterlife, I think. And in the end of the book, the old man in the city and the city where Luca and the old man and Minnie stayed begin to shrink to a little circle, and then the old man knows that if the city is gone, everyone in the city will move to another dimension or somewhere in the air. So that is the end of this book, and this book is pretty difficult to understand. So I need to read the ending part of the book like several times so that I could get what the author wanted to say and wanted to tell. So I recommend this book for you guys to read if you guys are interested in the afterlife or some ghosting. So I rate this book a 9 out of 10. And this is the end of this video, and I hope you guys like my video. Please leave a like and subscribe. Goodbye.